National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Prime Time contest. It's the Houston Texans and the Seattle Seahawks. Michael Dixon with the honor of getting us started. And here we go on Monday Night Prime Time. Here's Trayvon Smith with the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Texans for their opening drive. Leading them out, our 2023 Offensive Rookie of the Year. Now in his third season out of Ohio State, it's C.J. Stroud.
As you take the field coming off of a bye week, you really want to take advantage of what you just did. The self-scouting, the evaluating of yourself over the early part of this season, and make sure you capture what you want to do and what you have to do over the rest of the season.
Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
On the quick, right?
From the gun, Stroud. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. That one intended for Joe Mixon. So now they're going to have to figure out this third down. The Adam Brock throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that that was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
Throwing on third down, Stroud. Into the hands of Dell. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
A gain of 40 yards. And the Texans...
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
1st and 10, run to Mixon. This is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They gain 14 on the play, and it sets up a Houston first.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down from the red zone. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10, Stroud to throw. Left side into the hands of Dell. And he stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
They're going to run here. It's Mixon. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here we go. Tony.
Chubb. Goes the wrong way. He's going to lose several here.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
This opening drive has reached the 5. Can they find 6 now on 3rd and goal?
All right. 18.
Throwing is Stroud. And it's They're testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it.
All in all, Kate, we call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So now it's the Seahawks' turn to take the field for the first time. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? Former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year. Sam Darnold.
As a QB in this league, if you're going to finish a game with no touchdowns on that side of the stat sheet, well, you better finish it with no interceptions as well. Even if last week was an uneventful contest for him throwing the football, he did what he needed to do to help them come away with the most important stat, the win.
Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Seahawks will have a first down. We're slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on Crows. And he started to get through the lane before Crows. 3 yards there. Jalen Petrie there on the stop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Now Darnold out to play action. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Oh, he's going to run for it. He's going to go down right along midfield strike. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Go, son.
Walker on first down. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's second down. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Play fake, Darnold. It's incomplete to Kenneth Walker. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The 2 were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Walker now from the gun. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. 3rd and short.
They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Bronk. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Oh, he's keeping it again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. Give them 3 on that game. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kane? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He can run it. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. On his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it could suck the wind out of that defense.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Now Darnold. No one open, so he chucks this to another county. And we'll pause here for an injured Texans player. Looks like he's shaken up, and they'll get someone out there to look at him. Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd and goal, Darnold. He's got it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
18-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponents. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Now we'll see the Houston offense for their 2nd drive of the contest. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll begin with a run by Mixon. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. Trying to work quickly now.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's a 3-3 game. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Keeping it with Mixon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
1st down, Texans.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Swap. Another swap.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Buys time, rolling right. He takes it himself. And he goes out, just needs one more step there to reach midfield.
Well, QB made something happen. He got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Stroud looking to throw, 3rd and 2. He's got it, complete to Collins. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Texans are going to have the first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here we go. 18. That's it.
And the shotgun, a give to Mixon. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give inside to Chubb. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Stroud doing his best to work quickly here.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's 2nd and 7. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on 3rd down. Chubb going for the marker. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up. Now a stoppage as they attend to an injured player, and that looks like Nick Chubb. Pretty important piece of that offense who was hurt on that play. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They're lining up to go for this. Running for it, Mixon. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway.
A gain of a yard. First down, Texans.
Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ow, good tonight. Tony.
Shotgun now for Stroud. He brings it in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a second quarter lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans break that tie and now lead by 7. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And he's been carrying a great campaign now into the heart of this season. He's hit top 5 in rushing yardage. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They're going play action. That's a catch. Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe.
That's good.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
I think that's a case where the defense, well, you forgot to account for the fullback. And I know why. Because they rarely get touches. And boy, do they rarely make big plays like that to the 2nd level.
Toss play. This is Walker. He still has room inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Myers gets the point after the go. And the Seahawks tie things 10-10. Tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the ground again to Mixon. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Brought down by Javon Hargrave.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Stroud now on 3rd. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Texans set to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dump. It's on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. Finds a man, Deontay Johnson has it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. They'll come up 1st and 10.
The Seahawks, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end in motion left. Going on 1st, here's Darnold. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Got Everett, and it's complete. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. He's got his man. This is Walker. All the way. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a second quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. One after up and good for Myers. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Texans 10.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Kickoff for Seattle.
Here's Smith on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10.
On the 3, right? Great team. Outside.
Strad to throw on first down. Completes it downfield to Kirk. And he's out of bounds. A flag is out as well, but the offense looking pretty confident that it's on the defense here. So after some careful consideration, they're going to go ahead and decline the penalty. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. And it's the Texans taking over on offense. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Nixon's going to get this off his own read. Rob Flank, first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Here we go. Rock, look.
From the gun, Stroud. Completed over the middle. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
13.
The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Third down from the gun, Stroud. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. Stroud is hit, the ball is out. And that should be Seahawks football.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
First and 10, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. It's dropped underneath. Walker. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And with it on 3rd and short. Looking for a target. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Surprisingly, had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. To the defender. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
All right.
Back to throw, Stroud. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. All right, going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. Stays in the pocket. Oh, he's got it. It's in close. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. So late in the half, Brock, why not take a shot downfield? And their prayers are answered as they come up with that late touchdown.
You know, this is just a case of who wants it more. If you're in that secondary, all you're thinking is knock the ball down.
Yeah.
Even if you make some contact, right, they rarely call pass interference on plays like that. But somehow, some way, the ball winds up as a touchdown.
So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Starting to feel like fall outside, isn't it? Week 7 on the schedule. Let's get right into it. Our trip across the NFL starts now.
The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Johnson with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. The Seahawks start headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
We're going to start.
Play fake, Darnold. Hits his running back. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Okay, why do I think right now his fullback heads to the sideline after that call? The lobbying begins. Give me the rock. Fullbacks don't normally get a ton of carries, but they also typically don't get plays like that.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stuck him at the line. No game.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has him on the quick hitter. Before he can reach the first, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusting tight end.
And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the first down.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, he's silent for it.
Cox, Cooper Kupp makes the play. There it is, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead right away in half number 2. Cooper Kupp, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right? Yep. Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find paydirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Stroud throwing here on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. He gets it up to the 35, but this is short. Third down coming up.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
First down.
All right. 18.
Now it's Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
All right. Tony.
Back to the air they go on second. Stroud. Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Well, it seems like the only thing that's going to be able to stop this guy or even slow him down is going to be that final whistle, Brock. This defense has been inconsistent at best.
This is one of those moments where it just feels like it's a privilege to watch. Right? When you're at a concert and you're just listening to somebody that's the best of the best, you want more. And right now up in this booth, I want to see this guy continue to put on a show.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
How was that? Hot. 18. What's that?
Running from the pistol, it's Mixon. Escapes a defender. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Chubb gets this from the pistol. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
The Seahawks 32-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
What's that? 18. What's up?
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
All right. 18. What's that?
Shotgun now for Stroud. Well, he laid out for it, but the throw just a little bit too off the mark. So 4th down coming up. Now it's Kaimi Fairbairn on to try it for the Texans. A 49-yarder in front of him here. Pressure mid, and it's blocked.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick. Let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time out. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does there. Big time.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Now Darnold on the play action. Massive hit, the ball is out! And the Texans have recovered it!
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
18, that's it. 11.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Caught by Collins on the slant. And he's taken down at the 30. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets up the first.
First down, Houston.
All right. 18, that's it. Set.
Looking to throw, Stroud. Trying to set up a screen for Mixon. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. This is the type of performance a former quarterback, just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing it.
It's mixed down, 2nd down. Takes out a one-stop. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. And he's certainly given us a performance worthy of these primetime lights. This is now a 100-yard game that he's put together. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Out, that's right. 18, that's it.
From the red zone now. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, and they're going to look for better results now on 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Out, that's right. Tony.
Here's Stroud. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know it's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. This throw is cut. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Here we go. Set.
Mixon does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of that buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
Fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
That goal line agonizingly close here. It's 3rd and goal.
18, that's it.
On the gun, Stroud. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Texans cut it to 1 late in the 3rd. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Now we'll see the medical team head out. The Seahawks have an injured player. He's in some obvious pain there. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Johnson now on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. It's all squared up again following that touchdown, partner, so some added importance on this series. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
2nd and 8. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's been a high-scoring game so far, but we're still tied 24-all to begin the final frame. 1st and 10 from the 41. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp, and it's going to be 2nd down.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. And he'll get it up to the 44.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. And again, it's Darnold. A throw right side finds Kupp. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Rolling on 1st. Here's Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. For just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
I promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that, but let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Oh, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. It's dropped underneath. Walker. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 4th-quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Myers gets the point after to go. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Out now come the Texans on offense. Still time to go, Bronk, but that touchdown has them down now 7. They've got to find the end zone here. Now begin with a run by Mixon. He gets this one up to the 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
No slated downs to approach here from the 40. Brown off the play fake. Gets this to Stover. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. On the carry, here's Dameon Pierce. He is down to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
Here we go, let's go.
First and 10, are on to Mixon. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Keeping it with Mixon. And they're going to stop him, but he's not enough to make it first and goal from the 8. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
And the pistol, give to Pierce. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Here's second and goal from the 6.
Here we go.
And the shotgun, a gift to Mixon. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans now trailed by just a point in the 4th. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Steps up and he's running with it. And he goes down to avoid a hit, so give him a gain of close to 4. That's going to set up second down.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Darnold now to throw. Setting up the screen to Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
That's good for a Seahawks. First down.
Play fake, Darnold. Throwing deep towards the end zone. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. He was looking for Cooper Kupp. So second down coming up. They give up the gut to Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Hits him on the out route. And they take him down right along the 30. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks going for the win here. An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. That one is good! And late in the fourth, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. The last time they had it, they ran it down the field on them. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Ball at the 33 for first down. Wanting to start the drive with Mixon. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Setting up to pass. That's him on the quick hitter. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Time winding down. We're inside 90 seconds.
8-yard pickup. First down, Houston.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. By a man, and now he's in the clear. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
A gain of 12. And the Texans, first down.
Look the hot. 18. That's right.
He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the in route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first.
First down.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
All right. 18. What's that?
Again to Mixon up the middle. He's dropped. A big stop and a big moment there, Brock. They could not afford to lose yards there.
Brings up 2nd and 12. On the Seahawks.
He is to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. You've got to find a completion right there.
Finds the in route complete. Looks great initially, but he is short on that first down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. Running for it, Mixon. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. Final timeout called by the Texans. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal.
18. Outside.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Here we go. 11.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Escapes the pocket. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. 50 be out there now. Big rep for this defense on third and goal.
Oh, 18.
To throw. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. So now they're left with fourth and goal.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
A 19-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
These are the moments, Kate, when you realize how valuable a clutch kicker is. When he's the only guy out there and everybody relying on him, he delivers.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on first down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
We're outside.
Throwing here, Darnold. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock.
Intended for Deontay Johnson. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
We're outside.
Looking to throw it. Here's a loft deep down the middle. Brought in inside the 20. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line. And in overtime here, Brock, I know you love this one. A touchdown, no longer an instant victory. No matter the outcome of that opening series, the other side gets the football with a chance to then tie or win it. And if we're tied after those two drives, we'll play on until there's another score or time expires. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Seahawks offense running out now. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. It's a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
We're outside.
Running for the marker on second. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down, opening drive of overtime, but they only need a couple of inches here. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the set. Seahawks bring it out the punt team. This needs to be a good one. He's got this at the 27. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Houston offense out and ready to set up shop. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
It's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Drifting towards a possible tie, but they could avoid that outcome, partner. But they can do something here. Ready to operate on 2nd down. From the gun, Stroud. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stroud. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Starts his return from the 23. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. Each offense has had a chance to score now, Brock. Neither one could, so we're in a sudden death. The next score wins it.
And wouldn't it be great, Kate, if we saw one of these defenses just take a turnover back for the winning touchdown? Really just surprise everybody here. It'd be a little tougher to do now, though. Both offenses a little more settled in, and you've got to imagine a little more sense of urgency.
He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cop the motion man left. Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. It's textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. He gets 6 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now an inside give to Walker. Give him about 3 on that 1st down carry.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Here's 2nd and 7. And they get to him again. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I can hear it. I can hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasting no time in getting that sack.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Punt team on the field. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Buying some time right. And he has the pick, but no, he can't hold on. Would have given him a chance to win it in OT. Nope, just 2nd down now. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store.
Tony.
Stroud to throw again on 2nd. Escapes the pocket. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Christian Kirk there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 18.
Now to throw. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. Fair catch called for and made at the 35-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity. That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. He's running with it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like in a walk. Especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And this hits at the floor before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18.
On play action, here's Stroud. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he moves the chains, but time of the essence, just 16 seconds to work with. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. To the air, Stroud. That one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He puts everything behind this one. And in for the Houston touchdown. The Texans pull in front. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So the Texans come away with the road win. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you can come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
With Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Seattle.